clicking. We are streaming. Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is KenzenCrese, and I'm joined by the fantastic FeFan.
Hey guys, what is going on?
Now, we are doing Poke Talk on my actual YouTube page this week instead of streaming it on Twitch. I decided, what the heck? I will use YouTube because I do have live streaming capabilities, and, well, that's why we're doing it on here instead. Also, one quick note, Steelzy will not be joining us this week. He had some real-life stuff pop up not too long ago, so he had to go take care of that.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
And this is the week I played the most Pokemon, too. That's the sad part. I'm getting ready to play some more while we talk about this tournament, because I really hate this tournament.
Oh, this tournament's freaking awesome. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. I like the one we talked about last week. I got into that one as well. So I guess I'll start off what I... Your headphones fell out?
No, I'm fine. My headphone did fall out, but I have you on speaker. You're fine.
Okay. Just wondering because I'm echoing a tad bit.
Yeah. Are you fine? Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to use Puff the Magic Dragon. Oh, I can only enter 3. Anyway, this week I did a lot of World Tournament playing. God. That and the fact I was talking to Steelzy like 3 days out of the week just trying to build up a decent team.
Mm-hmm.
And my team's still up in the air, but we're going to use a Haxorus now instead of a Dragonite, I think.
Yeah, Haxorus is, as we've explained a lot, Haxorus is very good. He's got a lot of variation, very good move pool, and he's really powerful.
Yeah.
So 3 things that make him really good.
And we're also thinking about giving me more 5th gen Pokemon anyway. I don't like him as much. But
Well, you don't have to all use theirs. I mean, there's good Pokemon for each generation.
yeah.
Just 5th gen has a lot of really, really crazy Pokemon that do, like that combine things really good. Like, Reuniclus, for example, with the Magic Guard, and then his move pool gives him something a lot of other Pokemon can't do.
Okay.
So,
My god, it just makes me mad. My Clefable just got stolen from me. So I am going to pick the little turtle dude. But, I went through the rental tournament 7 or 8 times because they kept giving me crappy rentals. And this is with me backing out and going back in constantly with my draws. So, yeah. Then I did the mixed tournament, and I enjoyed that. Oh my god, was it so much fun.
Is pretty fun.
You never know what's going to happen. You never know who they're going to pick.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have one gigantic broken bastard, do not put him in your party. That's all I'm going to say.
The strategy of it, the basic strategy of it is if you're going to have a broken Pokemon, make sure you bring something that can beat that.
Okay.
Make sure they can beat each other, basically.
I thought I had that when I went into the tournament, but I didn't because the Dragonite that knows Thunderbolt is on the other DS, so yeah. But, besides that, I played the tournament we're going to talk about this week, which is Mixed Masters, at least once. I'm doing it again right now. And I played Rental Masters twice, I think.
Oh, wow. Did you beat it?
No.
Oh.
But, with that being said, I actually don't mind playing these versions of the tournaments more.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're a little bit more unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, that's pretty much all I did this week.
Okay, what I did, I really didn't play much of it. I actually didn't play any. That's a lie. I played a little. I actually worked on my Joint Avenue. I have like 5 or 6 shops at level 10.
Oh my god. I need to start working on that.
Yeah. But I haven't really done much else, I guess, because I've been playing other games.
Which that other game is what you saw from me earlier this week.
Mm-hmm. We actually are going to play some tonight, but I guess I'll try to get back into it. I really want to play it online, so this Christmas I'll get the money for a 3DS, which the 3DS, if I'm
works
not
with
mistaken,
the new stuff.
The 3DS, I can get, the Therian forms of the trio of this generation, and also use WP Internet for the 3DS, right?
Actually, I think Black 2 work, or Black and White 2 work with it as well, because those are off the actual game cartridges.
Yeah, but can you, with the 3DS, can't the 3DS work with WPA Internet, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and the Black and White 2 is 3DS compatible, basically,
Yeah.
where it reads that you have one.
Mm-hmm.
So I can definitely start going on the internet and trading
with me, finally.
Trading with you, yep. Battling with you.
I'll give you some stuff to do. I'll give you some stuff to EV train for me.
There you go. And it'll help my quest to be the very best. Because I already caught them all. So I just the very best now.
Yeah, I haven't played that Dream Radar thing in a while.
I'll probably play it and get mad at it. Who knows?
That's what happened to me. It's like spinning in the chair. God dang it, slow down.
But I mean, if I haven't told anybody, I don't think I have. I have a lot of pretty good Dream World Pokemon I got in trades. I have a Moxie Bagon. I have a Rattled Magikarp, which is going to become a Moxie Gyarados. I have a couple others. Oh, I have a Sunny Day, a Drop Vulpix, which I've talked about, and I also have a Rainy Day Poliwag, and a Marvel Scale Dratini, which becomes a multi-scale Dragonite. So, things I've had for a little while that I haven't brought up.
Now, I can't wait to get you to get online, because hopefully Steelzy's going to have the, Clefables ready to go, so we can have the battles against him.
Oh, okay.
So, that's what I'm hoping for.
Hopefully that sounds good.
Now, this week, we're, not that much really to talk about besides the Mixed Masters tournament. We're coming to the close of the tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have the expert one and the downloads, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah, we do have the download one, which I haven't tried the download one. I guess I should see if I can actually beat it.
Isn't that the one with the card game leaders?
No, the download one isn't. It's not the card game one. It's the
Is that the actual DS game?
The actual DS people who played like IRL players, basically. And the most common Pokemon in that is Thundurus. Ugh.
Why?
He's overpowered.
Why must people use him?
He's so stupid. He's so broken. I don't have to explain how broken he is to tell people that he's broken. I mean, Priority Thunder Wave. Ugh, that's the worst. I mean, Excadrill counters him, but in the actual tiers though, not in Nintendo's tiers, but other tiers, they are both considered uber, both Excadrill and Thundurus, because they are so good.
Wow.
But
yeah, that's all I can say is wow.
So, Kenzen, what is our type of the day?
Actually, we didn't choose.
I'll choose one right off the top of the bat.
Okay.
Dragon.
Oh, wait, I thought we did that one.
Did we? I think we might have.
I don't remember. Because if it isn't, well, you know what mine is.
I know. No, yeah, we've talked about it. I don't think we've ever went over favorite dragon types. So I'll let you go first while I think of mine.
Well, mine, off the top, is Dragonite. Because Lance has been my master in every Pokemon game since. I must beat Lance. And to do that, I need a Dragonite. Plain and simple. We will have a Dragonite versus Dragonite fight.
Dragonite is one of the Pokemon that he has stood the test of time since he's come out.
And I will admit, I never liked him in the first generation at all.
Really?
Yeah. Because first generation, I'm all like, Charizard, son. I know, Seismic Toss. That's all I'm going to use against you. But then, as time went on, it's like, dang, Charizard's getting weaker and weaker. So, I can't take it anymore. So I went and found another dragon-like Pokemon, which was the original dragon type.
Oh.
So that's how
He is the original overpowered dragon.
Yeah, and I would always, want to beat Lance with Charizard back in the day. Mm-hmm. But as, when Fire Red came out, it's like, yeah, I'm not using Charizard no more. Screw that. We're going to use somebody else.
Yeah, it's always a good dragon. I mean, he's good in many teams. He's so versatile.
It's amazing. Speak of the devil, I'm fighting a dragon right now.
All right, and my favorite dragon type, it took me a while to find one because I don't really like fighting against the type because this typing is so top tier and stuff like that where you have to run ice moves to counter it. But my favorite dragon is definitely Hydreigon. And the reason why is because it's the original typing of Dark Dragon, and it's got very high special attack and speed. So mine knows Surf, Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, and Flamethrower, which is a nice type coverage, especially with fire and water on the same
Oh yeah.
Pokemon, and and now since they made Earth Power a move tutor and Dark Pulse, he can finally combine both of those. So I'm thinking of making another Hydreigon with Earth Power and Dark Pulse and seeing how that one will work.
That'd be crazy.
Because my Hydreigon was amazingly successful when I used it online. Very, very good.
I will say the one that I have that is not EV trained, not like raised up all the way. I just caught him and trained him. I think 65 to get me through the tournament or the championship.
Yeah, that thing's it's insane. It's got a great move pool. I love it.
And it's all about the coverage with him. That's what I like about him.
And also it has 3 faces.
Yes.
So you make fun of one face, make fun of all 3. Okay.
Oh my god. You got me thinking now, do I want a Haxorus or do I want him?
It's dude, they're both really good. The 2 OP dragons they brought. I mean, Druddigon is not OP. They brought Druddigon, he's not OP. But Haxorus and Hydreigon are both ridiculously good for very ridiculously good reasons.
Oh yeah. Now, I'm going to ask you one thing about the rental Masters tournament since
What's that?
I've been playing, a lot of the rental and I've just now started doing the rental Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use the Ferrothorn a lot?
Ferrothorn?
Yeah.
If they had Curse, I did.
Okay, because that's what I find out that I'm using a lot.
Yeah, Ferrothorn with Curse is really good because he's not going to use speed anyway. He's slow as crap, but he's got high defense, so increase his defense, increase your attack, and then use Gyro Ball.
That was my entire plan in the regular rentals tournament. That's how I beat it.
Mm-hmm. You just, and then if you have Mind Shout, it's going to make things work too. All you need whenever I go to the rental masters, which is what I didn't explain last week, but I make sure my team, when I make that little team of 3, to have a special attacker, physical attacker, and a wall.
Okay.
Because that's just the most balanced way your team's going to get. But I mean, there are exceptions. If you get Metagross and Haxorus or Salamence, just choose that. You know what I'm saying?
Kingdra.
Or Kingdra. Yeah, Kingdra's really good. So I mean,
he just wiped my next attacker.
Yeah, Kingra's ridiculous.
Freaking outrage.
But if you had a choice to pick a little team comp without knowing Pokemon, you'd want a special attacker, physical attacker on the wall. That's what I try to do all the time.
That's actually what I did this time when I entered the Masters tournament, and the only one alive so far is Pharaoh.
Yeah, he's got good defense. He doesn't have the best HP, but he can actually recover. So, I mean, that won't matter when he's recovering so much.
And, well, I enjoy Rental more than I enjoy Masters, or the Mixed Master, just because it's that unpredictability.
I really like the, 6 Pokemon you never used before, and you have to choose 3, against...
Or 4, depending if you're doing
double.
Yeah.
That's true. You got to pick Pokemon you haven't used before. And also, I mean, it's those kind of tournaments that can definitely bring to light certain combos that people didn't know about.
Oh, yeah. And I just found a way to counter Outrage without getting one-shotted. Pharaoh. Curse.
Ferrothorn. Since he was this dragon, one of the many good reasons about steel types. Good things about him.
Oh, my God. Outrage, all right. I'm thinking it's going to do at least 10 damage. It did 1.
And they also can't be poisoned. That's another really good thing.
Oh, yeah. That's the other reason why I like him a lot.
And also, I mean, Ferrothorn, he's really good. But another good thing about him is he isn't weakened by ground because of the grass typing. So the grass typing is helping him. And unlike most Pokemon, grass typing is hurting them. Not for Ferrothorn. It's helping him.
So this tournament this week is actually Mixed Masters tournament.
Ooh.
And if you don't know, what it is on this one, all your Pokemon get leveled down to 50. You have your, is it OP or is it your Uber that is restricted?
It's the just the big legendaries that are restricted. You can still use, Excadrill and Thundurus and all them, but you can't use Lugia or Ho-Oh, stuff like that.
Okay. And here's the real big catch about this one.
Mm-hmm.
You switch one Pokemon out before each battle.
Yeah, you have to pick a Pokemon of your opponents, and then they basically, well, you pick at the same time, basically.
No, they pick first, and then you pick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was the same time, but you pick a Pokemon, and then that switches before the battle. So the big thing here, the basic strategy is to make sure, like when I did this my first time, I made sure I had my Infernape and my Azelf, which is the best thing is that they can. All right, I had Infernape, Azelf, and my Scolipede. All three Pokemon can beat each other. Also, can beat a lot of other Pokemon. So whenever they chose my Azelf, I know how to beat my Azelf. I could beat myself with my Infernape or my or Scolipede, or I can use one of their Pokemon. If I had a two-hit thing.
Mm-hmm.
My Azelf can beat my Infernape, and my Infernape can also beat my Scolipede, but my Scolipede can also beat my Infernape. They can also do, all that stuff. I mean, my Scolipede can also two-shot myself with Rock Slide. So, and it unlikely going to flinch.
I was going to say, my big problem when I went in here is I didn't think I got really excited about having it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in with Gyarados with Moxie. And Earthquake, Waterfall. And those are the two moves I use anyway, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have three good Pokemon that can beat each other.
And that's the thing, I forgot that the Dragonite that I had wasn't the Dragonite from my Black 1, because that's the one that I can counter my Gyarados with.
Oh. Yeah, you need that. You need something, have an electric Pokemon that's really fast. That's faster than that Gyarados, so you can beat him. Just things like that. That's special attacker. For the Mixed Master Tournament trainers, this is where it gets kind of interesting. They all are single typing, so you just gotta. The basic thing is bring a balanced team, but that can beat each other, as I said. The first trainer is Sharon. He uses a Stoutland, a Porygon Z, a Cinccino, a Licky Licky, a Castform, and a Buffalon. If I were to choose one of these 6 Pokemon, I would definitely go with the Porygon Z. No doubt.
I say, when I fought him, he had a Stoutland, Chinko, and Buffalin, and I chose the Stoutland.
Yeah, the Stoutland is okay. It can win, but it's okay. I would have chose the Buffalon just because of Megahorn and Wild Charge.
Yes, I didn't want to choose the Buffalon because, well, I knew he had Megahorn, and I already had my Scizor on me.
See, well, I want Porygon Z because I
Not
don't
my
have
Scizor, my
Chople Berry, so
Hercules.
the Chople Berry resists fighting for Porygon Z, and it'll Shadow Ball, Psychic, Thunder, and Signal Beam, and Porygon Z is very powerful in special attack.
Yeah.
So, a Pokemon to bring against him, you're going to want to bring a Fighting type, and as I said, you bring a Fighting type, and if you switch, you get that Porygon Z, you can use Psychic and kill it. So you can get a little advantage over yourself, basically, over him, which is kind of cool.
Now, I will state this, it was the rental tournament.
Mm-hmm.
That I got to bring this up because I thought it was the Mixed Masters, but I was wrong. The rental tournament was the first tournament that I had a ghetto name trainer.
Oh, wow, what?
I know one of them was like a single letter, and another one was like some weird ghetto name.
There are some weird name trainers in this thing, just throwing that out there.
So don't let that shock you guys, all right? Now, the next one is Roxy.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say the one that I would pick out of hers, after I look at it here. wanting to go either Scolipede or well, I can't even pronounce the scorpion dude.
Oh, Drapion.
Yeah,
Her team is actually very solid. Another good option to choose is Toxicroak. Either Scolipede, Toxicroak, or Drapion, I think, are the three best. So any of those three.
yeah, because freaking Scolipede has Poison Jab, Mega Horn, Earthquake, and Rock Slide,
Mm-hmm.
and then Drapion, has Protect and Ice Fang and Night Slash.
Yeah, is really good. And also she has Amoonguss, Crobat, and Garbodor, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I haven't made it that far into the tournament, so
Oh.
the two people who killed me was Sharon and, well, the next guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't remember losing this, but to bring a Pokemon, I would try and use, I want to go any Psychic type, or if you want to be or Rock type, just because you can use that Rock type, and then you can get the Garbodor, which is weird, or you can get the Toxicroak, and then you can use Fighting on it, and use the Rock to beat a couple of her Pokemon, so
Yeah.
double-edged sword there. Okay, and the next person is none other. It's Berg.
Mr. Fancy Pants himself.
Berg, which he uses a couple of weird Pokemon, but he has Levani, Vespiquen, Crustle, Heracross, Excelgor, and Durant.
This is the bastard that stole my Gyarados.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm pretty sure he's going to use Heracross, because Heracross is really good, but you're going to just want to use I would recommend a Flying type, because this way, if you run the Flying type and he doesn't pick it, you can beat all his Pokemon except Crustle and Durant. If he does take it for your Flying type, you can take Heracross and Stone Edge. Same thing is you can take Crustle and Rock Blast it as well. So, few options.
Yeah, I made the mistake of picking Accelerator. I don't know why, but I did just because I like that Pokemon's look.
Yeah, he does look really cool.
Because I had my Heracross already on my team, so I didn't want a second one to him, and he stole my Gyarados, and I'm thinking I need a grass move.
Yep.
And I never got to use it.
His Heracross has a choice scarf, which will win you the match if you can take it.
Oh, yeah.
He beats himself, basically. They're really funny.
Now, the next one is Elisa with my Zebra Striker. Ampharosa. Hey, I can't pronounce that. Ampharos. Luxray. Okay.
Emolga.
And Electros.
Mm-hmm.
Stunfish. Or Fisk.
Mm-hmm. That thing's got a weird name.
Yes, I know. Now, I will say out of my personal favorites, I'll do my Zebra Striker and Luxray. Those are my two favorites.
Yeah, those are really good.
Especially Luxray. Oh my god.
Yeah, the Luxray actually is really good because it knows basically the Bolt Beam Fang. Well, people don't know Bolt Beaming is Ice and Electric Beam, but it knows the Fang version, so it knows, or a physical version which will Wild Charge and Ice Fang, so you can actually beat quite a bit. But what Pokemon would you use of hers?
I would use Luxray.
I would definitely. Here's what I do: you bring your Ground type with you, and then you run Electros. You take her Electros. Then you're gonna win.
And me mainly when I come into this tournament, I pick off the ones that look cool or that I've used before.
Yeah. Not saying Zebstrika is bad, because Zebstrika is not bad, but put an Electros and then he can actually beat a couple ground types that you can run. So
yeah. I would, really since I'm looking at him now, it's like, yeah, I'd probably pick him a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I would, off a move base, that I would pick Luxray is because of the Ice Fang.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case I have any of my Dragon or my Gliscor with me.
Yep.
Just to protect
also, his Ice Fang does beat Emolga and Stunfisk, so it's kind of works a couple ways too.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
Now we're on to the Broke Man himself.
Broke Man, Pokemon Trainer. No, it's actually Gym Leader Clay, who uses mainly Ground, and he uses Excadrill, Flygon, Crocodile, Seismitoad, Mammal Swine and Golurk. The obvious choice here, I don't have to explain it, but I will anyways, just take Excadrill. You will not be disappointed.
Sorry.
Because Excadrill, you just Swords Dance once, and you can sweep just about any team. So, I mean, I would take him, or I would use... one thing cool, if you are going to bring a dragon with you, recommended, you can bring a dragon and then take his Flygon when he takes one of your dragons, and now you have a chance to beat one of your own dragons. But I don't think his Flygon will outrun any of your dragons, so got to beware there.
I can tell you, it will not run any of mine.
Yep. Or you can pick his Mammal Swine and use Ice Shard, so you can take down your own dragons.
Oh my god.
In case you want to be really cheap.
Fissure, Earthquake, and Stone Edge with Ice Shard.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Now the next one is Skyla.
Ooh.
She has Swanna, Jumpluff, Driftbill, Mindy Buzz. I can't even. Arceus, and Bravery. Now let me look at the moves here. I'm actually thinking. I'm actually thinking the Arceus.
Arceus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better the Drift Plum because of Psychic and Thunderbolt.
I do like both of those. Those are actually really good because it's acrobatics. The only thing I don't like about that, the acrobatics works kind of weird because you got to use the Citrus Berry to make acrobatics really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
But the best thing, I think the the one that can beat a lot of Pokemon is definitely Braviary. And if you want to bring a Pokemon that's like a rock type, you should. So a rock type is good against 2 or 3 trainers already. So you bring a rock type, and then you can switch with Braviary if that so happens, and then you can superpower it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's a lot. Braviary has a lot of mix-up, and so does Archeops, because Archeops can beat dragons. So
yeah, that's like the main reason, because I always bring a dragon with me.
Yeah, so if any of your dragons get taken, you can just take Archeops, and you got Dragon Claw, so you're not completely screwed.
Yeah, and I will say the only move out of his pool, or out of his move list that they have right here that you won't be able to use is an Earthquake.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of unfortunate, but that's definitely a good choice. It's more of against you, not against her.
It's to cover yourself in case they take one of your more powerful non-flying Pokemon.
That's true. You can cover yourself, so I mean it's definitely that or Braviary are the two best to use. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I know. I've been using a lot in the rental tournaments. If they give me multiple Pokemon with either return or U-turn or Volt Switch, oh my god, do I have fun with that.
Oh yeah, that just gets nasty. Okay. The next trainer is the hated among a lot of people. He's the reason why people drink Haterade.
He is not the true dragon trainer at all. No. He just has the broke dragons.
Because his name is Drayden, and he has his ungodly Haxorus, along with Drotagon, Hydreigon, Flygon, Altaria, and Salamence, as I call Salamence, which I will explain at the end of the segment. What to take is blatantly obvious. You take his Haxorus.
You switch him with one of your dragons.
Switch him with one of your dragons, because he'll probably take it. You just take his Haxorus, you Dragon Dance once, you're going to get hit, Focus Sash, Dragon Claw the whole way through, Outrage the whole way through. Because Outrage will hit 3 times, and it's going to kill all 3 of his Pokemon. That's what we do.
It'll be amazing.
He's the most hated one to beat, but he's actually the easiest person to beat for me, just because that's what I did, and that's how I won.
And I will state I am building a Haxorus off of his dang Haxorus that keeps killing me.
Dude, his Haxorus is OP. OP Haxorus. Alright, who's the next one? Kenzen.
Arlong, who I fought when we first started this. Okay, Jellicent, Carrier Crosta, Starmie, Quagsire, Cloyster, and Wailord. I will state, when I first started, when we first started recording, the 3 that he had were the first 2 and the Quagsire. I did not see the Starmie, Cloyster, or Warlord, so I'm thinking those are more rare chance of you seeing them.
I think there's one he always uses, and then all the other 5 will have higher, equal chance.
Yeah.
But what would you use here?
For all of them but the 2 ground, a lightning move of any kind. Strong, fast.
What of his Pokemon would you take?
If I get the chance to, a Starmie.
Yeah, Starmie.
Or his Cloyster.
Yeah, because his Cloyster is just like Steelzy, who isn't with us right now. It's Cloyster.
Ridiculous.
Actually, not just like it, but still, I mean, any Cloyster that has a Shell Smash, Rock Spear, and Rock Blast and Icicle Spear is going to be good.
Yeah.
So,
which I want to ask you because, again, I don't use water Pokemon that much. So what does Shell Smash actually do?
Okay, Shell Smash is the most overpowered move they've made in a long time since Dragon Dance.
Okay.
This move has made some Pokemon that were underused, like Gorbist, now in the overused tier because of how good it is. What Shell Smash does, you decrease your defense and special defense sharply to increase your attack, special attack, and speed sharply.
Oh my god.
So not only does it give you can sweep well, you can sweep well with both special and physical. So that's why the Cloyster, a lot of people would use Shell Smash, Rock Blast, Icicle Spear, and Hydro Pump. This way, they have that special attack they can use against Skarmory, and they got the physical attacks they can use against Blissey.
It's crazy.
They can go either or. That's why it's so good.
I'm just going to say that's stupidly crazy.
It's unbelievably crazy. So I made a Caracosta with Shell Smash, and all I have to say, he has one hell of an Aqua Jet. One hell of an Aqua Jet. So
now, I'm going to ask you another question, since I am staring at his team, and, the one water Pokemon I like using is on his team, Starmie. Is he still, or is it still good to use?
Starmie will always be good to use either, in the PWT or competitively. Because it has rapid spin, it can Volt Beam, high special attack, good typing, but not the best.
Okay.
But it is good at what it does, and to overlook Starmie would be a bad idea.
Because since I'm thinking about building my team up, I don't want to use, Steelzy's Cloyster and just have another copy. I'm looking for another water Pokemon that...
There's quite a few good water Pokemon. Gyarados being one, Starmie.
Yeah, see, my problem with the Gyarados is that he's already on my team, and I want to switch him over to my other DS, because that one doesn't have a water Pokemon at all.
Oh, okay. You can use... So Starmie actually is a very good choice. You can also... Jellicent, what he has. Jellicent's a good wall. He's actually one of the best Pokemon that counters a lot of crazy, stupid Pokemon.
Okay.
And Giga Drain, in addition to Giga Drain, was a nice addition. And now,
on the last one. Oh yeah, the last one. And I'm going to say this. I don't understand her last Pokemon.
Oh, I don't either. But it's Bianca, who uses a Musharna, a Samurott, an Emboar, a Serperior, a Stoutland, and a Haxorus.
Why do you have a Haxorus?
I don't even know why she has Haxorus. I think it's because it's all the marquee Pokemon of this generation, I guess. I don't know. They're all really basic. The thing to do here is obviously take Haxorus.
Yeah.
Because you can, even though that Haxorus doesn't know Dragon Dance, it's still Haxorus. Throwing that out there.
Yeah,
and it still has Outrage.
That's like the main reason why I'd pick him.
But if you want us to be a little more original, I would pick Samurott.
I was going to say, I've picked Samurott a couple times when I've run into him.
Mm-hmm.
and I actually like him.
Yeah, Samurot's not too bad. He's got Aqua Jet. So, I mean, whatever Pokemon you bring, the best thing against her is whatever Pokemon she takes, make sure you take a Pokemon to her that can kind of beat your Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh, I'm echoing a little bit again.
So, her Samurott was what I would take because not only because Samurott can beat both Superior and Musharna. And it can also beat Emboar. So it's one Pokemon you have that can beat 3 of hers.
And the 3 that I ran into was Shamron, Samurott, and Stoutland.
See, and he can definitely go through those, except Stoutland, but I'm pretty sure you can beat Stoutland with whatever else you're going to bring.
Easily.
And it is actually a fun tournament, and that is all the trainers you can actually fight here.
And it's just amazing.
It is really fun. I had a lot of fun doing it.
And sadly enough, we went through that tournament in like 15 minutes, or roughly 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any advice you want to give anybody for any of the world tournaments, since the only one we have not covered was the expert and downloads?
Yeah, I guess we can cover the expert type by type, and I can actually give detailed analysis on it because there's certain weird things you have to do in these expert tournaments to win. But in the other tournaments, just use, as I said, use good Pokemon. As you can use our advice, or you can go online and check for yourself of what to use. If there's Pokemon I'll say to use, if you want to go top tier, you can use, Haxorus and Excadrill and Conkeldurr. But there's also some other Pokemon such as, like Samurott, who has good type variation, or Scolipede. Those Pokemon with Mega Horn will come in handy in a tournament too because of all the psychic types you're going to fight, all the grass types you're going to fight.
Oh my god, Mega Horn. Don't get me started on Heracross with
And another good Pokemon that I would bring in the tournament. I guess I'm going to name 6 Pokemon right now that I would bring in this tournament that are good against many Pokemon in the tournament. First, I already said, who was the first one I just said?
Haxorus?
Not Haxorus, Scolipede.
Okay.
He has a good move pool, type variation. Another Pokemon I would use. Oh, I had it right off the top of my head.
Don't forget, son.
I guess I'll say a Salamence, because Salamence is just so strong. Salamence can run through everybody. Not even kidding. Just Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, if you want, and use Moxie. Kill. Ferrothorn, you'll just wall everything, and you can just buff him insta-kill. That's just about every Pokemon you can beat. There was one really key one that would work, because I already said Scolipede. I used my Azelf, but I wouldn't really count him in it, so I'm not going to count that. I'd say Weavile.
Oh yeah.
Because
Weavile's so much fun.
Yeah, and his types and his Ice Shard, and he can kill a lot of the dragons easily with, the Ice Stab and everything and his speed. Another one, here's the one I actually finally thought of, Staraptor.
Ooh.
Because Staraptor, you can beat the fighting and the bug, but you can beat the odd Pokemon too. Like you can beat the Ludicolo you're going to see. You can beat the Heracross that's going to come every now and then. All the ones that are Medicham or stuff like that. You can beat it because he's flying and he has a strong flying type attack with Brave Bird. And he covers his weakness with close combat. So that flying plus fighting and his strong attack is going to help out.
Oh yeah.
And the last one to use is one of the most obvious things. Throw a Life Orb on it and use Reuniclus. Because Reuniclus with Life Orb, he won't take the damage from Life Orb.
And don't get me started on that. So I beat the what is it? The Battle Subway with both my DSs. Yep. Reuniclus and a freaking Clefable with both the Life Orb on them.
Yeah, Life Orb and then Magic Garden, and he takes no damage from his Life Orb. He gets the boost from his Life Orb. Really good, really solid. Gonna win.
Oh yes.
So that's what I would use in all these tournaments. But
Now,
They can ask,
I was gonna ask, do you play mainly single battles?
Yes. I haven't tried it all in doubles.
That most of the
But
time when I go into it, I'm in doubles.
oh, really?
Yeah,
So, oh wow, I didn't
I'm
know that.
actually doing rental masters right now in triples.
I haven't tried triples. I don't like the way. I've done a little bit in rotation, and yeah, here's the thing: when we talk about uh, next week and the shows after, we'll cover a little bit of each of the Type Expert tournaments. I'm going to tell you which battle style is the easiest because some of those tournaments, singles, especially if you don't have a lot of the Pokemon of those types, singles isn't always the best.
Yeah.
Some of them I had to use rotation. Some of them I had to use doubles. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to happen. And I guess now I want to talk about something that came out earlier this week, something that's been
Oh
in
yeah.
a while, and it now came to the States. It is the Pokédex iOS app.
After you explain this, I want to ask you a couple more questions again about what you think Nintendo should do with a home console version of the game.
Okay, well, yeah, right after we'll, um, the app recently came out, and it's been in Japan for a while. We've been wanting it to come out, and so it came to the States, and I had a $20 credit in my Apple account because if you guys didn't know, I do use an iPhone for Skype. So I was going through it, and actually I'll see if I can pull it up right now.
No, you're gonna kill it.
Really?
Yeah, because it has sound stuff in it.
Okay, I won't pull it up then. But I bought it, for $2, which was basically free, which is like not bad, right? So I was playing around with it, and you get 3D models of all the Pokemon. But there's one really, really big catch. You have to pay $6 or $5.99 for all the other regions except 5th Gen, because 5th Gen comes with it. So it's basically the whole entire app. For it to be a full working Pokedex is $26. Which, I mean, yeah, I understand Nintendo wants money, but at the same time, it's easier to go on Cerebi and find all the information you're looking for.
Or you could
I'm
do what
not
I
trying
do
to be...
with the droids and have Poke Droid before they remove it from the App Store.
Exactly. Here, that's another thing I was going to touch on. We a while back when the market started getting big, we got Pokedroid, and I don't know if anyone really has an iPhone, there's an app called Dex, which is basically just like Pokedroid. And I think it was last year, Nintendo started taking down those free Pokedex apps, and now they give us this, which I mean, yeah, it's cool, but at the same time, we have to keep paying, so we have to pay for a Pokedex on our phone when we had the free ones. I mean, I understand the lawsuits and everything and how I wouldn't say they were stealing, but it just doesn't seem right. And Nintendo's going about it the wrong way because they're definitely not getting $24 from me for a little Pokedex. I'm telling you that right now.
Now I want to ask you...
I still have the Dex app, by the way.
When you log into that, does it ask you to log in with a Nintendo ID?
No, it actually is just there. It doesn't even there's no
Okay.
login information. You just throws the Pokedex in, basically. I mean, so I have it only for the 5th Gen, and I'm not going to spend $24 on the freaking app on the whole thing. So, I mean, I'll recommend people to try it, but please, I mean, the economy's bad right now. No need to be spending your money on
Oh yeah.
things that you can find on the internet that'll take you like
free.
2 extra seconds.
And especially
And
with
it's
most
free.
smartphones have a free, an actual decent web browser too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been using the Google Chrome on my iPhone, which has helped me out a lot, and it works really good with like Cerebi and stuff. So that's my little gripe. I mean, I would hope if they were to make it $2 a region, I think I'd do it because you get all 3D models, which is kind of cool.
I think that's why it's so much is because all the 3D models, but at the same time,
It's a little bit too much.
yeah, I know that's why I haven't bought the Pokedroid, or what is it? Not Pokedroid, Pokédex Pro on the 3DS because it's like $15.
Exactly. That's a little too much to have a 3D Pokedex thing. I mean, I know it's going to sell, but you just got to be a little smarter with your money, that's all.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, were you going to ask me about the home console stuff?
With the home console things, since they did release this on a different platform from either their handheld, home consoles, anything,
Mm-hmm.
do you think this means we have a chance of seeing a bigger game? It doesn't have to be like an MMO or nothing, just like a bigger game on any of the systems now that makes you buy extra regions to go to.
Like, what are you trying to say? I'm trying to
Like,
understand it better.
say how we have Unova now. We
Mm-hmm.
want to go to Johto and Kanto. Have those two regions for a set number price in the same graphic style with all the new Pokedex updated and everything. And be able
Oh,
to
if they
go
make
to
a
those
thing where you got to
regions.
buy the regions?
Yeah.
I have no idea if they will do that. Um, I can say I don't know if I would like that because I would think if they were to make either A, an MMO, or B, something else where you can travel region to region, I think if it's all going to be in the game, let it be in the game. Or make the game really cheap.
You
I
don't want
don't
them to
think
go in the Activision route?
what?
You don't want them going the Activision route?
Yes, definitely. I'm really getting tired of these. Well, I mean, in a lot of game companies that give you a game, and even though the game is a full price, they expect you to keep paying and paying and paying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it's not not one thing I like to do. I mean, I hate how we're in this DLC age now, and the only company to do DLC right is Rockstar, and they did it back in Red Dead Redemption.
Now, how did they handle that? Because I didn't get any of the DLC with it.
Well, DLC Red Dead Redemption, it came out. The first one was like 2 months after the game came out, and then the really good one, the zombie one, came out I think 7 or 8 months after the game came out. So it was done right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know how Nintendo's going to handle all that. Nintendo's starting to get in the DLC thing, but I hope they go about the DLC differently than everybody else. I really do.
So from what I've seen from them with the New Super Mario Brothers, not New Super Mario Brothers 2. Is it? It's the one with the gold power up on the
Mm-hmm.
3DS.
Oh yeah, New Super Mario Brothers 3DS.
No, I think that is 2 because the one on the Wii U is U.
Yeah, and there's New Super Mario Bros. 3DS. I think that's what it's called, or 3D or something like that.
But anyway, that game's DLC is like $3 for 3 levels. I
Yeah,
think. It's okay. I wish it was cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Because come on, you can beat the level in like a minute.
Yeah, they got to get their prices right. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather pay $10 for 5 shooter maps than that.
Yeah. Or $60 for no, I'm joking. I won't bring the Activision joke further into this.
Yeah.
Would you be
So
excited though to have say it's
I,
on the 3DS and you know how it's a cartridge? Would you
hmm
be excited to download the other regions?
I guess. I mean, if they could find a way to expand on it, then yeah. But I don't know if they'll expand on a DS game right now, or if the game was on 3DS.
Well,
Like if they
that's what
make
I mean. Like, you know, it would probably be on the new 3DS.
Yeah, like if they make a new Pokemon game on 3DS, they can definitely put a lot more in it, even though there's still quite a bit in this Pokemon Black 2 White 2.
Say they can put freaking 64 games in on here now, which
Oh
they
yeah,
could do
that's
on the
ridiculous.
DS as well.
So you can play. Isn't Pokemon Snap on it, right?
No, that's on the Wii.
Okay. They need to bring Pokemon Snap on
Oh
3DS.
my god. I would
That'd be
not mind spinning around constantly. They could charge DLC for new levels too with the new regions and everything.
Yeah, if they make a 3DS version of Pokemon Snap, that'd be really fun. I remember playing Pokemon Snap a whole lot.
Dear God, do I have any? No, I don't. Well, I'm gonna let you know I am stuck in a world tournament, and I'm too stubborn to leave because it's the second match. I
Mm-hmm.
have 2 stalling Pokemon left. No attacking moves on either one. And it's a triple battle, and they're both on the edges.
You can move them.
You can?
You go to, I think, I'm unsure. I think it's Pokemon. You go to your Pokemon menu,
Mm-hmm.
and then you hit one of whoever's third, and you just switch it, basically. And the Pokemon on the insides can't move out, but outside can move in.
Yeah, it won't let me do anything because the one that's in the middle is dead.
If they're both on the outside, then that's fine. If it's 2-on-2 on the outsides, then that's how it's going to work.
Okay.
But if it's 2v1, the ones can move, or you can switch positions.
Oh my god, I don't want to click run and just fail because I have their
Never,
entire team asleep and paralyzed.
you never want to run, but
I can't attack.
struggle.
Every time they wake up, I use the move to, you know, freaking disable them.
Mm-hmm. So
Anyway,
all the tournaments I do are worth it, except the type expert ones. But those are actually really fun if you really like the using
those
the
are
same
for the
type.
hardcore
They are.
people.
They're difficult, and I'll next week we'll explain why the difficulties about each one and stuff. So
I will say so far with the tournaments I fought, if you can build a good team together, like you have, like
mm-hmm,
what I'm doing now is 2 stalling Pokemon in a triple tournament or triple match
mm-hmm,
with one on each side, then a good either wall or attacking one in the middle.
mm-hmm.
You're gonna have fun with it,
Oh yeah,
unless it's what's going on right now.
yeah. My friend Mike Hicks built a triple team, and he uses two odd Pokemon. He uses a Gigalith and an Amoonguss.
Oh wow.
And his Gigalith, I've seen him play, and he's made people rage quit that were using like Excadrills and stuff like that, because he said, it's funny people laugh at Gigalith until he goes into a triple battle and blows up and explodes and kills 3 of your Pokemon. Now what are you gonna do?
I gotta
He
laugh
runs.
at that.
Yeah, and he knows what he's doing. You got to run a lot of protect in triple battle.
I know with the team I'm using right now,
Mm-hmm.
I have Blissey on the left, Magnum on the right. I said that
Magnum.
wrong. And both of them have move to put somebody to sleep, move to paralyze. Then the Blissey has attract as well.
I don't really like attract.
See, I don't mind it right now because of Glaceon, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's paralyzed and it gets attracted. So it has a higher chance of not doing anything.
Oh wow,
And then
that's true. You're right. You're right.
the Magnum is super fast and Grass Whistle plus double team. You know, freaking
Mm-hmm.
and rest and substitute. That's his other other moves. It's just wow. That's pretty much all I can say about it.
Okay, and you guys know how earlier in the show I said I was going to explain why I hate Salamence so much and why I call him Samalence.
Oh yeah, I want to hear
Is
this.
because when I played Salamence back in Diamond and Pearl, I saw the same Salamence over and over and over and over. He had the same moveset. And this what it was. It was a Jolly Salamence holding a life orb with Dragonette, Outrage, Earthquake, and either Fire Blast or Flamethrower.
Holy crap!
That right there was so dumb. Or they might use Earthquake and then they might have Dragon Claw instead of Outrage. But they would have those Fire, Ground, Dragon, Dragonance. He was so hard to beat, and he still is hard to beat with his 135 base attack and his 100 base speed. That a lot of people will be like, I'm good, I run Salamence. I'm like, no, you run same Alents. They are all the same. And I still call them same Alents. I have a deep hatred. Like, I have a Bagon with Moxie. I really want to make it, but at the same time, I would be going against my hatred for Salamence.
You should do it that way. Whenever you do murder the people, like yeah, mine's different though.
There's some Pokemon in this game that are autopilot. Like, all they need is someone to press the buttons to give them a command, and they'll win. That's one of the Pokemon.
It's so funny.
Excadrill and Thundurus being the two other that are just so autopilot.
Okay, I want to ask this. Besides the Dream Raider, how do you get Thunderous, or is that the only way?
Thundurus, well, in Black and White 2, the only way to get him is the Dream Rider.
Okay.
But you can also trade him because he's in Black and White.
Okay, how do you get him in Black and White?
You have to find... You have to find... He's in the wild. He's one of those random... Or, like, you go to an area...
Is he like a roaming one in an area?
Yeah, he's a roamer. That's it. Him and Thundurus. But Landorus is in. He's in a shrine.
Okay.
There's a fort that has a shrine, and then if you got to bring Thunderous and Tornadoes with you, and you get to fight a Landorus that doesn't run away.
Okay.
So that's how it works. And I guess that's all I have to say for this week.
I think that's all I got too, and this show is a little shorter because we don't have the banter that we normally have.
We don't have Steelzy, but hopefully, I'm sure he will be back next week, and we'll have jolly old time.
Oh, yes. So with that being said, don't forget to like, favorite, share, and comment because I know nobody's watching while we stream this live. I am watching you. I see you everywhere. And with that being said, peace out.